is record. I think we're recording.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it shows on your end, yeah.
Yes. Does it say on your side that it's recording?
Let me double check, cause like, yes.
I think it normally tells you if you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, so on the agenda, I have the new revised course calendar. That's what you were talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm trying to post any information, especially the stuff that's like due, that if you have work that's due, like homework or another assignment, I will be putting it here on the course agenda. Sorry, here on the course calendar, also here on the course agenda. And I talked about this in that, like how things are going to run in the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then also in, like, I'll post it on Learn, you know, the announcements tab on Learn.
Yes.
So hopefully it will be everywhere. Probably the only place that it's not gonna appear is on this new Yammer page. I just wanted to have you guys like I wanted to have you have a space where you can talk about like you were talking about with your professor, like, oh, we're supposed to be downloading this software and it's a total pain.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, whatever it is. But some of the stuff, like Sam asked a question, and this, you know, this is a kind of question, hey, where do you want us to submit the portfolio draft? That's something that you guys would have said in class, but because
Mm-hmm.
we're not meeting, like I totally spaced it. Okay, so let's see. So Monday, this is your task for no, wait. Your task for
Yeah,
this week from the 6th to the 10th.
yeah.
So you guys are still working on your portfolio, and you guys are you going to stick with your same shell? Like you already started a portfolio like a month ago or whatever. Are you going to stick with the same one?
I think I'm sticking with that one. I've tried different websites, so
Yeah.
I'm like going back and forth on them.
Right.
I
Yes.
can't decide.
I mean, it may be like what website builder are you using?
I was using Wix, Google Slides, and I think those were the only two I was using. But I had like different drafts of each one. I couldn't decide on them.
There you are. This one right here, Rick?
Yeah.
Should I look at the Google? Did you redo it in Google Sites, or should I look
Let
at
me double check if that's the right link. I think it is. It should be, because Taj was, yeah, he commented on that one. Yeah. Yeah, I was changing that one up.
This was your first one, and then you redesigned it in Google Sites?
No, I had Google Sites first, and then I went to Wix. And then I was like, should I go back to Google Sites? And I was like,
okay, cool. So, okay, cool. You have your complaint and response. Oh, is this it's just a button, but you haven't built it yet?
Yeah, I haven't republished it.
Yeah, no, cool. That's fine. So that is the idea. Exactly what you've been doing. So you'll be, for this week anyway, and this I want you guys to finish this by Friday, so that over the weekend, I'm feeling like over the weekend, looking at, you know, 3 of your colleagues' websites is not going to be, I'm hoping it won't be too much work for you. But oh, looks like somebody else is going to join. That's not you, is it? I copied that?
No, that's just,
that must be somebody else. That's cool. Somebody else will jump in. So okay, so if you guys finish this, hey Shayna, what's up? How are you? Do you have audio? Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how are you? We're looking at the to-do list for this week.
Okay.
So I'm on the agenda right now. And yeah, so the thinking is like, if you guys are able to get your first two assignments, your summary, complaint, and your video sequence, if you can get those two things built in, go back to yours, built into your, oh, it did take me to a place, theater, or is that just, that's a preloaded tab, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you build in the instructional video and the complaint response, etc., then like as people are looking at your site, wow, my internet is really slow. I mean, you can see how it's not your end that's slow, it's actually my end.
Oh, no worries. I'm just writing down notes of.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be able to, your classmates, your teammates will be able to see like what the organization is. Like with Wix anyway, you can remove these or change these buttons up at the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then can you embed video, like your ceviche video, and can you do that in Wix?
Yeah, I think so. Let me double check. Actually, I have it on my computer. Let me just try to put it in and see if it works. Wix.
Shayna, what site are you using, or what? Oh, you switched to ArcGIS.
No.
Where
you
are
did.
you?
That was mine.
I did that.
Like further down.
Oh, okay. What did you use?
I use Google.
And are you sticking with Google? Or are you gonna redo it? You like it?
I like it.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty easy to use.
It's pretty simple. The simplicity. That's why I kept going back and forth.
Yeah.
Like I had no problem putting a video in mine.
Let's see.
I haven't tried with Wix. See if it.
Cool. Yeah, that looks good. So like when your teammates are reviewing your video, like I'm going to give you guys a it's a checklist that came straight from the rubric for their portfolio, but I'm just interested to see like what do your teammates say? Like do they say like this is for an old guy, is the text too small? But if you make the text like, bigger, does that like screw up your formatting? Does it look stupid?
Yeah, because if you make the text big, like there's only 4 or 5 options of text that you can pick from, which is like the title, the subheading, the heading, and then small text, and like you can't adjust the font size. Right.
So that's one of the limitations of, I mean, Google Sites is cool because it's really easy, but it's also limited in terms of how you can format.
Yeah, because like if you go to my summary and complaint slide, it's like so small, but I don't know how to like make it look any better.
Well, and I also wonder if I, like, I'm on my laptop right now, and I'm wondering if I were on my desktop, if all of that, because my desktop computer is way bigger, if it would be easier to read. I think it's actually.
It's not that bad.
It's not bad.
Okay.
I think the instructions seemed like they were smaller, but is it the same? It's the same font, right?
Yeah, it's probably just because it's more like spaced out.
See if they say anything, right?
Yeah.
Delia, what were you looking at? You were looking at whether.
Oh yeah, I got a bit distracted checking out the font, but yeah, I'm gonna try to put the video into my Wix real quick. See if that helps.
I imagine it should be fine. So
Mm-hmm.
and then for your feasibility report, you guys understood, both of you guys understood like the conceptually like how the organization of the class is changing, right? Because like
Yeah.
um so I still have to fill in these weeks, but in my video I did say something, right, about like you can look here at my notes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So my feeling is like it's most important to get your portfolio into like an acceptable, mostly finished state, so that you've got that document for when you're done with the semester. And then um, if we can reasonably like, you know, create this feasibility proposal, then that can be added into the portfolio.
So
So
the proposal is just going to be like an idea for like a report. We're not actually doing a report anymore.
yeah, exactly. So the report is going to be the report would have been a more like thorough document.
Okay.
And I was working on this last week or the week before. And these feasibility proposals are basically like, here's my idea. This is what I'm thinking about to solve the problem.
And it can be
So
really like any problem, right?
yeah, what are you thinking about? What's your example?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Like
Delia, do you have an idea yet or no?
Not really. It's hard to pick a problem
Right.
right now. Um,
Yeah, so my example was just, remember there was that the example I gave of seeing that guy spraying like maybe pesticide or herbicide or some sort of poison on the ground, and
mhm.
then like where that takes you to. And like, I mean, you know, I was saying in class, like I'm kind of a tree nerd, you know, I've got trees all over the place around here. And that flowering tree smells amazing right now. It's a crab apple. So like, you know, if there's something that you care about, I mean, in Albuquerque, you know, we live in a desert. It's not really tree friendly except for
Mhm.
Siberian elms. Um, and like, how would I motivate people to plant more trees? You know, and I gave you guys in the agenda. Where is it? I gave you that link to that group who's planting trees in this neighborhood. I'm gonna have to find it. I saw a guy spraying his yard. Didn't I give you the? Is it this one? Maybe I have to give you the link. I'm sure that I have a uh what's it called? It's like, it has a really lame kind of a pun name, like tree friend. I have to find it anyway. So there's a neighborhood group around here. Like they got the help from like the neighborhood alder person, and got a grant from the city to plant a whole bunch of trees on Marquette. You know Marquette,
Mhm.
right? Like from Marquette on um, Carlisle, which I take, that's the route I go to Trader Joe's, like almost all the way to Louisiana. They planted like, I don't know, 300 trees along Marquette. Um, but that's what I care about, you know, insects and plants and stuff like that. But, you know, I would say it's easier it's easier for you if you choose a topic that you care about. You know, and I gave you this, remember this when I told you guys that I went to Ecuador over the winter, and there's this street art project that they were doing in Quito, Ecuador. Like, it was a problem with graffiti,
Mm-hmm.
but then they, like, this group of basically neighborhood activists said, let's create a structure for graffiti so that it's not graffiti, it's not vandalization, it's art. And now there's like just tons of cool art in that neighborhood. So those are two examples. And you know, these guys you have the solution of this problem with street art. But my example was like, bees are dying worldwide. Like, what, like this guy that I saw spraying on the ground, like, what do I do? Like, you know, and remember, uh, um, who was it in class that said that she was allergic to bees?
Oh, Deanna.
Deanna said she was allergic to bees. So like, do I try, if I'm proposing a solution to a problem that I see, a city ban on pesticide, like, what do I do in my neighborhood? Like, you know, I have tons of flowers in this garden. I have seen exactly 0 bees this spring.
We have a
Normally,
little bee house in my backyard, and there's no
oh,
bees
good.
in there right
Excellent. That's great. Not in mine.
now.
I'm really bummed out. And I'm out here all the time. So, anyway, like, I have a problem that I see, but like, what can I do? And then, you know, how do I convince people who may be allergic to bees? Do I just ignore that audience and try to go for a larger audience, or do I actually try to be sensitive to people who are afraid of bees?
So if we were like actually doing a report for like legal reasons, would you have to include people who are allergic to bees? Like,
it's a proposal, so no. If you were proposing something to the city, you know, like, go back to you remember who's your audience, like the primary, secondary, tertiary audience members?
yeah.
The city is going to have a lawyer like look at your proposal
Mm-hmm.
and say, well, like, if you want to do this project with let's say I want to put up like bee friendly, have you guys seen these bee houses? Have you seen these or no? Wait, Shayna, are you saying bee house like a man-made bee house, or are you?
Yeah, like one that you find at Costco, like that
Yes.
thing.
Yeah,
Better
yeah.
Gardens. Yeah.
Right, not a beehive that they've made.
No.
Yeah.
We have one of those houses in our backyard.
Yeah, and these are cool. So like, there's one way to do it is where all of the holes are the same size, and this type of house attracts only one variety of bee. But then if you have, Shayna, do you have this one where it's like a variety of sizes?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
With this one, you'll get different species of bee because, like, depending on the species, like, they prefer a certain diameter of hole. Like, bumblebees need, I think bumblebees need like a 1/2 inch or something like that.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is, you know, bumblebee, I used to have a ton of bumblebees back here and I haven't seen one.
Yeah, it's got slits, and then it's got all kinds of different sized holes too. So it's got like really long openings and then diverse sized holes.
Yeah. So, you know, so imagine, yeah, like imagine this is my proposal. I'll put this into the agenda. do I try to go to the city and propose to the city, like, you know, Albuquerque in general has this problem of not being bee friendly. So I have to, you know, with the guidelines, which I've changed now to is should be feasibility proposal. I'm hoping it says that, right? Or is this the revised? That's the calendar. Testing 1, 2, 3.
I hear you.
Good.
You
You
guys
guys are still on there? Wait, are you?
I rejoined.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
going to stop this one.
Okay, and you can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're just waiting on Delia.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that probably deleted my video that I was recording. So go back to the agenda. Oh, here, I'm going to share my whole desktop. There she is. Okay, you're good? Delia, you're good?
Yeah. So just to be clear, so portfolio, we have our draft like close to our finals draft due on Friday, and then have 3 revisions of it.
No, not 3 revisions. You have your your portfolio, because you guys already have a shell, and I thought it's not going to be a big. You have the shell that you already made, like the first version of your portfolio, and then you already have these 2 assignments completed. So basically, you're just building these 2 assignments into your portfolio.
Yeah.
That's for Friday, and then Monday. Actually, let me go to the calendar. Where's the calendar? Right here. So for oh, it's up here. And then for Monday, I want you guys to do give feedback for at least 3 people in your groups. And for most of you guys, you're 4 people, so it works out well. I think the only table that doesn't have. Wait, no, Delia, you guys have 5?
Yeah.
Shayna, you guys have 4, right?
We have 4, yeah.
And then those guys like Deanna, Angela, Michael, those guys have 4. I'll have to email them.
I think we're one of the only tables with 5.
Alina's table has like 6.
The other corner with like Jay and Hillary and those guys. So anyway, so you're going to be using a checklist. I made a checklist. Doesn't that go?
Yeah.
It doesn't work. I have to redo. I have to redo that.
Okay.
So I put a checklist for you to use when you are commenting on your teammates' portfolio. So for example, I already have this open. So Delia, let's just imagine you've made your, like if I click complaint and response, that brings me over to another page, right? And is it this one?
Yeah, it's not been uploaded. I've been downloading my video.
No, it's
So I
fine.
haven't, yeah.
I'm trying to find the. Like there's pop-up windows on my screen. Can you see those or no?
I can't, no. Let me double check this real quick.
It's saying that my microphone is not working, but it looks fine. I'm going to try this again. Copy link location. And I'll send out an email. I think tomorrow. I'll send out an email tomorrow so that you guys are ready to go on Friday. Oh, it's bringing me to the calendar, not the, yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Like, why am I here?
No, I know, exactly. It's supposed to be bringing me to the portfolio, and it's actually, I got to redo that link. It's screwed up. And now my computer is being really slow. Portfolio. This is why it's important to always test that your links go to the place that you think they're going to. Okay, so at the after the portfolio guidelines, you have this rubric, and then after the rubric, there's this peer review checklist for portfolio draft. So what I'm thinking, you guys tell me if this seems reasonable. So imagine, Delia, I'm in your group. I'm gonna tell people in your group, let's say I'm reviewing your portfolio, group docs. You guys are Robins? Who are you?
Yeah, we're the Robins.
Oh, wait. Do I want to do it in group docs? No. I want to do it in course project submissions, I think, because you guys already have.
Yeah, we already have a draft.
The first draft.
Kind of thing.
Does this make the most sense to you? So I would look for you and then put my commentary in this Google Doc that already exists from last month or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then just like put it underneath everything that we already have.
Oh, all right. Makes sense.
What the problem is.
Okay. I got it then. I got it.
So I'm thinking that it makes sense to just paste this in here, author Delia, reviewer Tyler. And then how does she demonstrate that she's understanding the intended audience? Like, you know, whatever your introduction, like if we go back to your thing, if I click on your complaint and response, does it just like, does it download a Word doc? Does it open a new page?
No, I see.
Complaint and response. Okay. You like tell the audience, hey, this is the complaint and response project that I made for this class. I think it demonstrates my ability to write like a professional person, even if I'm not involved in this. I can't remember which one you responded to. But you know, you had to write as if you were doing a job that you're not doing. Right? And that demonstrates your ability to, you know, write like a professional. I mean, things will be thrown at you and you'll have to respond in a professional manner.
Okay.
So yeah, so going back to your document, You know, people, and I thought, you know, if you want to just do text, like, I don't like downloading Word documents and having to open the Word documents separately in a different program. They can say that, or they can take a screenshot and paste the screenshot into your Google Doc.
Okay, that works.
Does that make sense? Ish?
Yeah. No, yeah, that definitely works. Makes sense.
And I have to redo that bookmark right there. Let's see, what else?
I think I'm okay for now.
Shayna, do you have questions? Was that not super clear, or?
No, that's good.
Okay.
I think I know what's going on.
And like I said, I'm gonna send an email with that checklist that I had just a minute ago, right here. Yeah, at the end of the portfolio document. So so stay tuned for that.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put this is speaker.
Your mic went off again.
It's turning off?
Yeah, it sometimes it just stops when you're talking. And so we see you talking, but we can't hear what you're saying.
I'm gonna pause my share. Maybe it could be that my internet is really lousy. So yeah, so we'll see. I'll post this video if the video actually works, then I'll post it for everybody to look at.
Okay.
Because if you guys had questions, everybody's got questions. Okay, sorry for the technical issues.
No,
Anything else?
No worries. I think I'm good.
I think
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. So I'll try posting this and look for the video later tonight or tomorrow. It took me like 24 hours to upload a video yesterday, so it may take time.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank
All right,
you.
guys.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. See you
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Bye.